Thank you. Thank you. Please make sure you share before we start the show. Share. This is a very special one. We have a lot in the package for you guys. So make sure you share as you join. Make sure you share. Okay. Yeah, we have seen a lot happening. You've seen the Pinyin killing that happened. We are trying to make sure that the people stay safe, because this is something that is going on and on. We saw the last Pinyin massacre. Please stay safe, because La Republic, the military have plans to keep putting our people under this killing spree as usual. Okay, so please make sure you stay safe and respect the Mondays goes down as usual, because those arenas are where the La Republic military take advantage and they commit different crimes to put it on the restoration freedom fighters. So please stay safe. Okay. We have seen some of our IDPs in Yaoundé. They are trying to cry for help. This is something that we have seen many of our people who went to the Yaoundé, and we have seen a lot of them crying for help. Okay, this is what the newspaper is saying, that 73 IDPs cry out for relocation in Yaoundé. This is what our people are going through. We have seen a lot of people who have moved to Nigeria all along the years because of the crisis. So please, the interim government has been doing a lot, okay, with the IDPs in Nigeria, okay, the refugees in Nigeria. The IDPs within La Republic also face similar situation. The interim government has been doing also work with the POWs, financially trying to support them, in the dungeons of La Republic. So we are hoping that we'll continue those efforts, okay, irrespective of those financial difficulties that the struggle is facing. But we're going to try our best to see how to support these IDPs, because anybody that I know, it's a lot of burden on the people of Ambazonia. The crisis going on, then the IDPs trying to look for safe haven. Okay, so please stay safe, okay, and make sure you stay out of trouble. Okay. The news that we hear that this young girl who went to school with a gun to kill the teacher. This is the girl. A teenage girl was caught with a pistol in school, which she intended to kill her teacher that shaved her colored hairs. She has confessed being a member of a cult, and the pistol belonging to her man friend, who is a married man and father of 6. This is something that, you see, this is the responsibility of the parents. Okay, you have to know all these things, because the parents have a lot of work to do. You cannot abandon everything to the teacher. The teachers have their own work to do to teach the student, but not these little moral lessons. You don't care. Your children is coloring their hair. Why don't say, please stop coloring your hair? These are little moral lessons that you have to caution your children at home. But you put the burden on the teacher, and when the teacher does it now, the teacher become the bad guy. We have to help the school teachers, parents, because they work so hard. Sometimes they say they don't pay the teachers enough, because they become the babysitters, they become the flag bearers of everything. Okay, yeah. Now we see how some ministers, Cameroon ministers, go abroad to go and have some fun. They think that after embezzling monies back in Cameroon, they can go abroad to enjoy the money. But when they go abroad, they don't have peace. No more peace for them. All across Europe, there is riots. Okay, yes, but that is what is going on. They have to own up to it. They have to own up to it, because it's about time they know that the enjoyment time is over. Now it's payback time. Okay, you can see a lot of ministers being attacked abroad. Okay, yeah. This is the image of the minister. Look at the minister of youth. This is the minister of youth in Belgium. He went there to squander money with his family, and he was caught. That's it. Look at the minister. That is what you see there, right? These are people who don't care. They eat money as they like. This is the minister. Look at his face. Minister of youths went to Europe to eat money, and he was caught in a restaurant and sent away. That's him. Many of them are being sent away. Many of them don't have peace abroad no more. They are being sent away to go back to this one is the ambassador, l'ambassadeur du Cameroun en Belgique, Cameroon ambassador to Belgium. This him, he too had his own piece of the, of the powder that they were spraying on those guys there. These are the people. Those are them. The country is going to turmoil. Now, the French ambassador went to Bamenda and was saying that they are going to bring peace, and that they are going to resolve the crisis, that they plan to do whether what or what. I don't know what he was trying to say, but this is a French ambassador. And don't forget, this French ambassador is a military man, is a military officer. France had to change the former ambassador, and brought in a military personnel. So he is coming now trying to pretend to be a civilian. No, he's a military person. You remember France was training the Cameroon B when the crisis started. So don't forget about that. So he's coming to, but these are the people who encourage bad governance, because they can have good governance in their country, but they don't mind to promote poor governance in Ambazonia or in Cameroon. Okay, that's what's up. This is Issa. This is Issa Bakari. You see, as a Minister of Communication. As a Minister listen up.
Come on.
You see? That's the Minister of Communication. He used to be the Minister of Communication though, but or I can say former Minister of Communication. But he has a lot in his plate, especially when it comes to all those mafia and yeah, he has done a lot when it comes to that, because he was part of those people who were the denial of the crisis. The crisis has, okay, yeah. They are the ones that refuse that is an Anglophone problem. They refuse. Okay. So the minister faced backlash everywhere. This is also another part in Europe. They are asking some other ministers to come out from this building.
C'est qui?
Il a fait quoi? Quelle honte! Ça, c'est la démocratie.
Yeah. So you can see everywhere, even in Europe, everywhere there's something going on. So, but we believe in that this struggle is ordained by God. Okay, we believe that this struggle is ordained by God, and whatever happened is by the grace of God, because the La Republic government, military, they have every might, every weapon. How many years did the Nigerian Biafra war ended? 3 years. The Biafrans were defeated. But today we are seeing up to how many years? Okay, so it's a something ordained by God. Okay, that we can't beat that. Okay, so I'm gonna play this prophecy from this prophet who said Ambazonia will be free, and I know some people don't believe in these men of God, but when you see them continuously saying something similar, know that there is some truth in it. Listen.
What is happening in Cameroon is a prophecy that was spoken 50 years ago. They said those who look down on this Anglophone, they will wish they were Anglophones. A time is coming, he says, people will wish they were Anglophones. They will wish they could speak English. Those who mocked at Anglophones, those who laughed at them. If you're an Anglophone in Cameroon, don't fight your brother. Yeah, a time is coming. A time is coming, not long from now. You will see it. So many of them will wish, they will wish they were Anglophones. The world will fall in love. I don't know if there's another country in the world that has Anglophones. I don't know. But the world will fall in love. The struggle, what is happening?
Yeah. So just to summarize, he's talking about what God has made him understand about the crisis. Okay, and for the past 9 years, we have seen a lot of different men of God prophesying, and but a country that is not godly, is not the ministers don't believe in Christ, in Jesus Christ. They believe in something else, because they go about closing churches, they go about closing. But the problem of that country is not churches. The problem of that country is instead the bars. As long as they can close churches that are not licensed, or they should also close the bars, because you cannot allow those bars that people go and drink and drink and drink. People go to work at 10 o'clock, go to the bar at 12 o'clock. What kind of country can survive in that kind of atmosphere? Every place is a bar, but they are looking at the churches, but they are not closing the bars. You see, so they just want the people to be drinking, then they forget about their future. Drinking. It's so funny. And that is why when they have this occasion, CPDM campaign, that's what they do to them. They just carry drinks and just fool them. Oh, beer, oh, pour beer, another term of office. Look at CPDM members.
C'est ça. Quelle honte. La honte. La honte.
So you can see CPDM people, when they go for these rallies, they will do this and look at what they are doing. People are fighting for crumbs.
Merci. Tu as pris 5 paquets. Merci. Arrête ça, quelqu'un va venir cravater ça encore.
Yeah, talking about the issue of the French ambassador. The French ambassador's promise of that they will have negotiation, they will have all these. Remember, the French ambassador has been the one that helped the Cameroon military be for training. Don't forget, we have seen them a lot in many instances where they are doing training, they are doing support. Okay, so he going to Bamenda and saying that they're going to help. It's so, you hear even the other guy was asking Macron, what have you done? Macron, what have you done to help in the crisis? There's genocide going on in southern Cameroon. Macron said, okay, we are in consultation with the president of Cameroon. But what are they doing? Okay, so we are still putting forward that idea that the Britain and France who started this thing should come to here to do it. Okay, even though they have no responsibility, but they have a role to play, because first of all, if there is anything referendum, it has to go through the Security Council. Both countries have veto power over. Okay, listen to Mola Wonja, who give his own comment to the French ambassador.
Good evening. This is Mola Wonja. Yeah, today I want to recall what the ambassador of French in Cameroon, La République, what he said about regional Anglophone issue. We are not Anglophones. We are Southern Cameroonians. That's the first correction. Secondly, French has nothing to do with the Southern Cameroons. When you people sign your treaty in 1960, we were not there. France have nothing to do with the Southern Cameroons. It's an illegal way of entering people's internal affairs. If you say La République is a sovereignty state, the French ambassador has no right to come to Southern Cameroon and tell us how we can solve the problem. He can do that in La République, not to us. If French Cameroon want to interfere into this problem, then Britain has to come in too. because two of them were the people who were supposed to sign the agreement to give us our independence on the day in Fumban, which France did not come and England did not come. France sent a mafia to take over the country. We don't want French to come and solve this problem, because if they can, there will be a lot of injustice. They will not start from the root cause. The root cause is two countries came together as equal partners, equal statutes, sharing everything equal as what you can say, two nations of different entities, English and French nations. However, there is no document that has bind us together. Everything they are doing in that nation is illegal. Even the French ambassador going to Bamenda is illegal to you, because we cannot just come here and go to France, go to Paris or to Joigny to tell them that there's no way to solve their problem. We cannot do that. Even the La République don't have that power to do that in France. So you have no power to tell us how that problem can be solved. The crisis is a crisis which is a genuine crisis for the Southern Cameroonians. Those is two countries that came together. So for solving this problem, if France want to come in, then Britain also has to come in to solve the problem, so that the root cause can be defined, can be finalized for a lasting solution. We should not just accept it because France has no right to even talk anything about Southern Cameroon. Despite they are stealing all the resources there, we don't care about that. But what we want, let them leave our nation free. Let us have our own rights. Let us have our full independence. If they want to do that, they can do that to La République. So this is a message to all Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonia. We should respect. They should respect our sovereignty. Southern Cameroon is a country on its own with a defined boundary with La République. So it's not something like we are begging. We are not begging, and we don't want people to a country to come and do what they do Zelensky in America. They should not do it to us. They want to take advantage over that. No country will come and talk rubbish to Southern Cameroonians. We know our rights and we know what happened. So that root cause must be defined first before any problem. So going to tell us how we can solve this problem has no value. You are just wasting your time, because our people will not accept what we want. We want a table conference between the two countries. The Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonia should sit, La République should sit. Then we have two or three witnesses like France, Britain, and any other international organization can come in. Then this problem can be solved. From there, we go to the root cause. You cannot just come and say, oh, it's Anglophone problem, they have regional problem. No, we don't have regional problem. No, Mr. Ambassador. No. The only thing we can do is to solve the problem as two countries.
Yeah, you have heard from Mullah. Mullah has given his own take about that. Okay, and we are looking at the French coming cunningly to, but we know that the French has a lot of baggage in Africa. So we have to deal with the French, with some reservation, okay, especially when it comes to this struggle. And they have a lot that they have caused to the African people, and they have to own up for it. So we are trying to make sure that we are not the victim of that, the French circumstance. Okay, yeah, irrespective of what happened, they come, they wear the rock. You see the French, ambassador in Bamenda. They will come here, but they don't mean good for us. Okay, the French has powers just like the UK to stop this war and ask Cameroon government to go to negotiation, but they are coming to the territory trying to pretend as if they can do something better, whereas they want the status quo. And this French ambassador is talking about decentralization, you see. So they don't mean good. They don't mean any good for us, because all what they want is that same decentralization that Pobia has been preaching for how many years, only God knows. But does anything change? Nothing changes, because the same thing preaching, the same lies, they come to, this guy is a captain, army captain. Okay, so people think that, he's an ambassador, but he came to Cameroon for a mission, more than just being an ambassador. So people should be careful. He going to Bamenda is just to tell you that, okay, things are going back to normal. Okay, you can visit Bamenda. You see, that's a place that they say there's a war, but there's no war. That's a mindset of these guys. They are not coming to fix the war. They are not coming to help in the negotiation process. Okay, yeah, that's what they think they can do. But I'm just bringing this because it's very important for us to understand how these people are thinking and what they think that can better for them. Okay. Now, this guy called Traore has changed a lot, has done a lot. So I will be coming for that. But before that, I want to talk a little bit about this girl. Regina Daniels. This girl is, we heard that they have had divorce. Okay, it's a Nigerian Nollywood actress, and got married to this guy when she was at 20 years old. But looking at a lot of our young girls today, I just want to bring this because we have daughters, we have kids that are coming up, and they see these rich people as everything that happened to them. They don't look at the other side of things. Okay, they always look at it as glamorous. It's not glamorous. She went into this marriage thinking that everything is good, everything is gold. But you are entering at the age of 20. You enter into a marriage to a 61-year-old person. And what do you expect? What do you think can really be the cause of this kind of divorce system? It's just an advice to these younger generations coming up, and they don't see anything wrong, because to them having this kind of relationship is okay for them. But look, at this age, this guy married Regina Daniel when she was 20, a virgin, with 5 wives. Sometimes parents should be very careful the way they do things, man, because Ambazonians parents, please, you have daughters, don't send your children into this kind of marriages because the person is rich. Okay, monogamous marriages are not good for young children like this. She went into that marriage, the parents sent her there. Okay, he's a rich man, he's a senator, he's a this. But imagine at that age, when she got into that marriage, she was having all kind of money, lavishing, spending, all. But what happened at the end? You going to meet 5 other wives that have been there. You are number 6. How can you survive? And some parents will allow their daughters to go into this kind of marriages, knowing fully well that it will not end well, because no matter what, having 26 children, you say your daughter in that kind of marriage with 5 wives to go and be number 6 wife. They say small picking of the lead community. Don't allow your child or your daughter to go into this kind of marriages, even if that man is as rich as what. Okay, it's just what we call asset and liabilities. How can she enjoy, no matter what she does, that man is just using her because of her virginity. Okay, and the other wives who also have influence over her. Okay, imagine 5 wives, how many children? Now they have about 26 children with 5 wives plus her 6. Now she cannot resist, because what made that man to go and marry all those 5 wives plus you 6? The man will still look for another 7 wives, and that is what the man did to one of her friend, her whole Nollywood friend. Got her pregnant. That's why she said no, she cannot stay in that marriage. But you know, the man is a polygamist. He can marry as many wives, because you are there, you already know that he had 5 wives. And you went inside there and stayed with him. Okay. That was just an advice to our children. Okay. And they should learn. Okay. Traoré. This is the guy in Burkina Faso, Traoré. This guy, this is the first president in Africa that the people are protesting for him to stay. Imagine. And the first president in Africa who visited another African country, and they are instead Ghana. Okay, he visited Ghana, right? Yeah, he visited Ghana. Yeah. He visited Ghana. And that Ghana, you saw, the Ghanaian warned the people of Burkina Faso that if they don't like their president, they will seize this president from them. I mean, I've never heard that, you know. This is the most loved president in Africa. Okay. They like this man. Okay. But what do you think this man have done that has gained the hearts and minds of the people in Africa? He has done, for 2 years, what this man has done, Biya has never done this for 42 years. Burkina Faso, imagine, Burkina Faso's GDP grew from approximately 18.8 billion to 22 billion. He has rejected loans from International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. Imagine how much money Cameroon is owing to the World Bank and this IMF. He said Africa doesn't need the World Bank, IMF, Europe, or Africa. 2, he reduced the salaries of ministers and parliamentarians by 30% and increased the salaries of civil servants by 50%. You see the difference? He paid off Burkina Faso's local debts. Paid off the debts. He established 2 tomato processing plants, the first ever in Burkina Faso. Imagine. When Biya is making his usual 11th of February speech every year. This is what he has to be doing. All the noise they are making every year, going in and out, making that noise. Look at what this guy is doing for 2 years. He established, in 2023, he inaugurated a state-of-the-art gold mine to enhance local processing capability. This is something that will create jobs, because anything you do in any kind of producing economy is for people to have jobs. But when you have an economy where people only consume, like Cameroon, they drink, bobolo, eat, bam, sleep, eat, job, sleep. That's all they do. They say he stopped the export of unrefined Burkina Faso gold to Europe. He stopped it. Because when you send those gold to Europe, they refine it and sell it back to Africa. But now, if you stop that, it means that they will open their own gold producing factories there in Africa, in Burkina Faso. It did so much. He said he built Burkina Faso's second cotton processing plant. Come on, this is for 2 years. This is saying that if African president want to copy good examples, they should copy from this man. Look at countries like Singapore. I always like Singapore's lesson. I like South Korean lesson. I like those lessons that for the shortest time, the country's economies are booming. I don't understand what African presidents are doing when they travel abroad. I don't know what they are going to see. They're only going to squander money. They're not going to learn the economic processes of those countries. Because if they go out to learn, they will learn a lot. Look at what this guy is doing. All these factories, as many factories as you can open, know that that's the jobs you're opening for the people. But when you say you have to open, each division is going to have a job, employment, who is going to employ them? Where are the factories? Where are the infrastructural construction going on? What are all the where are they that you say let each division? That's what BI is saying. For 42 years. This is look at what this guy is doing. Yeah? He said he opened the first ever national support center for artisanal cooperation. He banned the wearing of British legal wigs, those things that they are wearing there. He prioritized agriculture to distribution of over 400 tractors, 239 tillers, 710 motor pumps, and 714 motorbikes to boost. You see, the money that these ministers are embezzling, this is what they can help the country boom. But they don't look at it that way. To them, carrying the monies to foreign countries, keep them there. Rice production increase. Through him, he banned French military operations in Burkina Faso. He banned French media in Burkina. God, these are things that they have to do. He expelled French troops from Burkina Faso. His government is constructing new roads, widening existing ones, and upgrading gravel roads to pave surface. Oh my God. He is building a new airport in Ouagadougou, which is expected to be completed in 2025 with a capacity to handle 1 million passengers. It's just go on and on and on and on. This is then the UN will come, as usual with France. They say they want to come and build. They want to start reconstruction. That's what they have been doing in all African countries. They will come and sit. They will say, okay, we'll come for reconstruction. Then nothing will happen. How long does it take to build an airport? This guy just came in. He's building an airport. 2 years, new airport in Ouagadougou. But our Tico airport is there, crumble, destroyed. Bali airport destroyed. Or Manfi airport destroyed. Our seaport that was supposed to be completed, done to be an international seaport, they don't want to build it. The produce marketing board that to encourage farmers. In most counties, farmers are the richest people. Farmers, but they look down to farmers because when farmers sell their products, they don't make money because the government policy is not good for farmers. Okay, because if we have processing plants in Cameroon or southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, they will not export them. They will process it there, then they'll sell it expensive. Because imagine coffee. The coffee that we drink here that come from Africa is so good. The Arabica, all these different kind of coffees. But it's very expensive here. But these are coffees that come from other African countries. And because we don't have the processing plants there, we'll ship the coffee like that. Okay, very cheap. Whereas if you have those coffee processing companies, coffee processing plants, chocolate processing companies there the farmers will be rich. because farmers can even open their own processing plants to process coffee and put them in bags. But that doesn't happen. A lot is going on, but that is what, that's what we see. But we have to fight for our own country, because you see many countries are taking away. I heard even in Spain they are revoking nationalities. Some countries are revoking nationalities. That's why you have to fight for your country, because there is no other country that is better than your own country. You see our IDPs are suffering in Yaoundé. It's not their country. They are telling them to leave. It's not their country. Anywhere you go, no matter where you stay, if you don't have your own country, you are wasting your own time. You're wasting your time, because that person can wake up one day and say, hey, okay, enough is enough. Yeah, you have to leave now. That is why you see us fighting for our own country, not somebody else's country, because tomorrow they can just wake up one day and say, hey, okay, leave. You have overstayed. You have overstayed. That's why each country has a visa policy, right? If you go to somebody's country, you say, okay, it's time for you to leave. It's time for you to leave. It's their country. It's not your country. Respect the laws of that country. The same thing when you come to Ambazonia, you respect the laws of Ambazonia, right? It's the same thing. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening, and I hope God bless you. God bless the people of Southern Cameroon.